Hello everyone, it's me Carol, continuing with our new series on finding the meaning, the vibration, the tone aspects of the individual date of birth in any given month that you may be born under. Today I am going to be doing the second day of the month, and excuse me, before I begin, I would like to make some clarifications so that everyone is on the same page and understands that even though I am giving you the very specific corresponding planets and signs and elements to that specific day, there is also going to be some of this energy vibration for each of other signs for people who are born on the second day. But very specifically, as an example here for the sign of Cancer, or all three water signs, which of course are Scorpio and Pisces. But the Cancerian has the corresponding number 2. Again, that does not mean if you are born on the second day and you are a Capricorn that this does not resonate with you. But the energy is certainly felt more strongly as a Cancerian, a little less for the Scorpio because it's a fixed sign, but certainly very true for Piscean because of the correlation with the esoteric planet Neptune. Okay, let me make sure you can see this on your monitor, so that you might want to take a screenshot. If not for you, if you're not born on the second, maybe you know someone who would be interested. All right, the planet, of course, that correlates with the number 2 is the moon. The esoteric planet is Neptune. The sign is Cancer, the element water, and the energy is yin, feminine, receptive. The concord, which I'll go in a little bit more, specifically is in 3 groups. This group is the feeling and business concord. There are no challenges for the number 2 in and of itself, meaning the 2 date of birth is not added to another number to come to the base number 2. There are certainly challenges with each number. And the classification is in the ones. Now, the classification is a group from numerologist Florence, what is her last name? Florence Campbell, I apologize. Her book was written in the 1930s, and she has 3 groupings: the one, the many, and the alls. I work with that. The number 2 is in the 1. Again, that'll be explained further down. All right, let's begin. The moon and Neptunian energy are one component for how those born on the second day of any month have a dualistic nature and often have difficulty making up their minds and being consistent and forming roots. Now, that's a lot to grasp, and the more that you read this, the deeper you will understand where there's such an enormous amount of energy if you consider not only the number 2, but all the aspects that are melded in the corresponding energies of any given number. Neptune is at times changing, but also has its gifts and rewards. There is a great amount of feeling, past, present, and future, within the psyche of these individuals. The 2s really need to let go of working sometimes through a memory system of the past, because it stops them not only from being in the present, but also if that memory was difficult or painful, it stops them from taking the initiative, being optimistic, going forward, having an air of lightness about them. Okay, therefore, how, what, and where these feelings and emotions are understood, expressed, and finally assimilate are the important aspect, the cornerstones for how their lives will function. So what I mean by that is all of these feelings from the past, where you are in the present, and most of us, not only the twos, are always either in the past or the future. How we think about that, how we process that, how we understand those feelings, those pains, and then hopefully assimilate them and process them. That is really where your life is built upon, especially for the twos. The esoteric influence of Neptune is to help the two break free from the chains of the past, repetitive patterns, and limiting dependencies. Simply put, Neptune is operating to expand and transcend the psyche. What I recommend for any individual who knows about astrology and is born on the second day, where your Neptune is where your power is, in order to transcend yourself from kind of the shackles of the past, if you will, and the pain and the struggles of the past. The lesson and purpose of those born on the second day is to first acknowledge all your emotions and fears one step at a time. This is the process by which they gain personal awareness that they then use to teach and heal others. Being able to love yourself as much as you love others is a crucial part of your healing journey. Now, in parentheses, I put Venus because it is a higher octave of Neptune. Venus, again, where it is in your chart, is also your friend. Find out what sign it is. This contributes and adds to you being able to find the goodness in you, the lovability in you. That's the first part of the healing process. Twos are natural helpmates, peacemakers with strong diplomatic skills, often underestimating their accurate intuitive hunches and psychic and ESP abilities. Let's go on. Twos make excellent friends and companions. Their sensitivity, integrity, and kindness make others feel loved and valued. They are also generous with their time and will help those in need. There is a great spiritual aspect to this number, and when twos connect and identify with this part of themselves, transformation is sure to occur on multiple levels. In parentheses, let go and trust in the process, because it is a slow process at times, because of that moon energy, because of that ebb and flow of the emotions of the moon and the unconscious things being brought up and being triggered. They then no longer worry about fitting in, being likable, or good enough. All right, here are the concords. The number 2 is the fire. This is important, which is the feeling business energy. As you can see, this reflects the dual nature. There is water, yin, receptive, and now we have the fire, yang, active of the number 2. Using both qualities enables the 2 to easily work successfully in big corporate businesses. Keywords: enthusiastic, intuitive, intelligent. Look how that duality works. The intuition is the yin and the intelligence is the yang. Together, there is dedication and success. Care must be taken not to get attached to the outcome, learning to depersonalize being corrected or criticized, and accepting setbacks because of the sensitive, intuitive nature of the number 2. The classification, the 1, mind. Now the numbers that vibrate to the number 2 in numerology, in names, is the letter B, K, and T. B being the closest to the original number 2, K is the 11 master number, and the T is the last and less influential. But if your name begins, first name, middle name, or last name begins with any of these letters, then you have more emphasis on the vibration of the number 2. Like the ones, this lifetime is focused on individualization, self-expression, creation, and self-development. Where they differ is in the standpoint of unifying their dualistic nature in a balanced and workable manner. The occupations for the 2s, most often they like to work behind the scenes. Not all. Again, depending if you're a Leo, if you are an Aquarius, if you are an Aries, sometimes you like to be in front, but you may be born on that second day, so that's going to temper it a little bit. The occupations are bankers, auditors, stenographers, designers, accountants, alternative healing practitioners, counselors, healthcare professionals, and lawyers. On the bottom of the pyramid, known as the threefold aspect, the cornerstone, that's the foundation of what you build upon. These qualities is at the cornerstone, the number 2, and so is the number 1. So as I said earlier, friends, if you have any questions on this or any part of this new series, please feel free to let me know. Appreciate you watching and your support. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye for now.